Play the video of the sister giving a little knowledge, just real quick.
So your value comes from your behavior. Trying to take charge of certain situations in your home. Don't let your baby's mother dress your little girl like a little... Don't let your baby mama put weaves in your daughter's hair. Because that's teaching her that the only way she can be beautiful is if she buys some fake material and glue it on her head. They come from another race of people called Asian. So we don't need to teach that. We don't need to take our little girls and start putting them on makeup, letting them wear thongs, shorts, halter tops.
Of course, yeah, her name is Shahrazad Ali. And the point I'm trying to make is this, man. We live in a time where when somebody educates you like that, they'll say something negative about her, and she ain't did nothing but say what you need to hear.
Women hate her. A lot of they can't stand her. Oh my God, she's just telling the truth.
See?
What some of you might not have known is that there was a new SpongeBob movie that came out in theaters just a couple days ago.
I'm ready.
Big guy. SpongeBob, big guy.
Is that Ice Spice did a song for that movie.
The whole premise of the film is about SpongeBob becoming like a big guy, and so I had to really incorporate that phrase throughout the song, and I'm just happy that it took this many drafts because it's my favorite one.
Are you so stoked when you got the call to be a part of this?
Beyond excited. Honestly, the call happened like 2 years ago, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
They did what? When? How? Are you sure?
But I was so excited. Oh my God. Hi, how are you guys?
Wow.
You're a big guy now!
I finally get to do what every little guy dreams of doing.
You don't mean...
Ride the big guy roller coaster.
Congratulations. Big guy.
Big guy.
Pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay.
I'm gonna be honest. My kids will not be going to watch that new SpongeBob movie. And Ice Spice is an industry plant for promoting this overly freaked out movie. I don't know about you, but I monitor what my kids are able to see and hear. And if y'all go watch the trailer to this movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. They got the nerve to have Patrick wearing a thong. And to make matters worse, he's spanking Patrick on the ass. What? You gonna sit up here and tell me that this is a kid's movie? Since when did it become okay to promote this type of filth to the youth? Since when in the hell did cartoons turn into a Diddy party? I ain't having that shit.
Not a fan of her music? Neither am I. But if the kids love it, then that's all that matters. What you also might not have known is that there was a premiere for said movie with kids present, and Ice Spice pulled up to the premiere in a lingerie dress.
Big guy.
But I mean, I can see, you know, she went a little too far. Right? The dress, the attire, translucent. She basically has, what do we call these? G-strings under a translucent white skirt hybrid dress, you know, that looks like lingerie on top at a premiere or movie premiere for SpongeBob with a whole bunch of kids in it. I'm not gonna lie. This looks a bit, hey, yo, she's going, ass is all visible for the world to see. I can understand the outrage.
Cute. You guys look so cute. Thank you all for coming. This is my first voiceover. Woo! Sorry, I'm yeah, enjoy. I've never seen the film, so this will be my first time too. Hey girl, you're so cute.
I also don't think there's anything wrong with the dress. I more so just think the setting. And I really want to know what went through her head. Like a see-through dress in a thong at a kid's premiere. I just have so many questions. Like, what did your PR say? What did Paramount say? What did the kids say?
This little girl in the crowd with the little two buns in her hair, she's turning around like, is that Ice Spice really dressed like this? Like, she really pulled up to the event like that? Her attire that she decided to pull up to this SpongeBob event, but again, time and place. Why are you pulling up to a SpongeBob premiere? Because she's now a voice actor, right? She was in the latest SpongeBob animated movie, but she pulled up to this event dressed like this. Like, ma'am, you didn't pull up to the club. This is not like one of your shows where you're going to be twerking. You have black. I shouldn't even be able to tell the color of your G-strings for one. And as you can see here, the top comment says, why did she think this was appropriate to wear to the Spongebob premiere?
You can't convince me that America's plan is not to over-sexualize the children. How could you show up to a children's event looking like a straight-up problem? You don't belong at a SpongeBob premiere. You belong on Skid Row. That's what it's giving. Y'all act like covering up is oppression. Like modesty is violence. How can you go to a children's event dressed like a whore? Why didn't you stop to think, like, hey, children is gonna be here. Maybe I should wear something more appropriate. You're so cute.
You know, the crazy thing about this is that she is a role model, right? A lot of little girls are looking up to her, and they're gonna be like, okay, so if Ice Spice can pull up to an event like this, dressed like this, so can I. And guess what? A lot of these young, impressionable little girls are not gonna wait until they're grown to do this. The evidence is very clear based off of what we are seeing in today's day and age.
Yeah, it's my first time. I hope you enjoy it. I was really nervous, but this is so exciting, and I'm just so grateful to be a part of this. And I'm grateful that you guys came out to watch it, so yes. Okay, I'll see you after.
Listen, we're not here to try and make you feel bad if you had your daughter dressed like that. We're here to give you education on what happens when you dress your daughter like that. Yeah. We don't want you to send your child out in the world sexualized, because if they're sexualized, by the time they 14,
it's over.
Is Trina there? She coming out?
14, you mean 18.
Put that thing in that mouth.
Yeah, he means 18.
18. No, they don't wait till they 18. When they 14, people start knocking at the door.
People start knocking on the door.
Well, I mean,
not me.
I know, but he didn't.
I don't want no 14-year-old.
Right. Okay, we're making
18 in a day. I need you to be 48 hours away from adolescence.
Can we talk about that though? Like,
yeah.
Polite savages. Ladies and gentlemen of polite savages, we are now about to embark on a journey sure to anger feminists and, of course, modern women alike, especially the ladies who believe that a tiger can absolutely change his stripes. As always, we can only guarantee to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as we see it. And sometimes the truth is a bitter, bitter black pill, but you gotta shut up and take your medicine. So there's nothing left to do but get on up into it. Are you ready? Well, let's go.
Well, polite savages, I think it comes to no shock and surprise that Ice Spice is revealing all of her goods and her wares. Even if the kids aren't there, she stays right on brand with that shaking her ass. She stays right on brand, showing her ass and showing no class, as these companies know beforehand what Ice Spice is gonna wear. Who cares about the kids, and who cares about the cost?
Now this woman is in front of children. She is in front of children, and she's sitting there with a see-through and her ass hanging out in front of kids. And this is what's happening nowadays. When I seen it, I just had to put it in here because you know what? We know better. And you know how we know better? Because when Cardi B went to Saudi Arabia, somebody said it was very respectful of her to follow the rules. But I just want to know, why does she show that to us? Why can't she be respectful to us? It was totally different. You know why it was different? Because accountability over there is different than accountability here. That's why it's different. And there is no tone police. She should be able to do whatever she wants. The support that comes from us, we just need to stop saying stuff like, yo, let's not accept that you just don't know any better.
Yeah. Little girls are learning what womanhood looks like. Little boys are learning what to expect from a woman. When adults blur the line between adulthood and children's spaces, that confusion doesn't disappear. It plants itself. I do not understand what this is doing to the children subconsciously. Somebody has to stand up and be willing to say, not everything needs to be exposed. Not everything needs to be sexualized. And not every space belongs to adult expression.
She was a voice in SpongeBob, and that's awesome. I'm not besmirching her for being anything. I'm saying that you're at a premiere with children and you're sitting there with see-through and Cher at a kid's premiere. You have to be able to discern yourself. We cannot represent ourselves like that. That's not a good representation of young ladies to be in front of those kids half buck-ass naked. So I understand, hey, she's played SpongeBob in a new movie that came out Friday. Excellent. But that is a poor representation. And every time they look at the culture, they judge us by the lowest point of the culture. Ain't nobody judging us by the lady who goes to work every day, who takes care of her kids, and who does 7 things in the real I'm every woman, it's all in me.
So earlier I started thinking about that Ice Spice song, you know, SpongeBob, Big Guy, Pants Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what I think it sounds like. Okay, SpongeBob, Big Rooster, Pants Soaking. Now, I don't know if I'm the only one that hears that, and then we also see the outfit that she wore. I think we should all start paying attention instead of being like, oh, well, that's just how she is. No, we need to not give them a platform.
The issue is we need to celebrate people who do it right and not just shine a light on people who do it wrong, especially when the people who are doing it wrong, we absolutely know they know better. And how do we know they know better? Because Miss Cardi B, when she went over to Saudi Arabia, where there's harsh penalties for acting the way she was acting. When she did a live from Saudi Arabia, she wasn't swearing a lot. She wasn't talking nasty. She wasn't talking dirty. She wasn't talking about her ass. She wasn't talking about anything like that.
Now it's all fine and dandy, and I believe that we are all on the same page to be calling out this classist behavior. But there are some people out in these social media streets are gaslighting us, saying that we're overreacting, saying we're creating content to be just rage baiting. When SpongeBob SquarePants and his sidekick Patrick and the Merry Gang have been doing so many innuendos, tongue-in-cheek humor and poses, which longtime fans say there have been plenty of sexual undertones and examples in this supposedly kids' cartoon show.
Why is Ice Spice going to a SpongeBob premiere in a see-through white dress wearing a thong that we can all clearly see? Why are we okay with that? Why? Well, go ahead and defend her. Go ahead. This is getting weird, but go ahead and defend it.
SpongeBob is for children, and it's fine, whoever she is, whatever. But like, if I'm a child, I'm like, oh my god, I like this song. Let's look up more of Ice Spice's music. If I go on TikTok and search Ice Spice, I literally just immediately see her shaking her ass. And personally, if I was a parent, I don't want my 7-year-old looking at this girl shaking her ass. Like, I don't think that they should be exposed to that. I feel like we should have appropriate. Her whole brand is her shaking her ass. Like,
number one, Nickelodeon knew what they were doing when they hired Ice Spice to do the theme song for the SpongeBob movie. Yeah, maybe just for that one premiere, Ice Spice could have put on a little bit more clothes to look more appropriate since there were kids at the event. But I mean, Ice Spice dressing provocatively, that is her brand. We already know Ice Spice's brand. Even in her music videos, SpongeBob and Patrick got their cheeks out. They got their cheeks out, they doing all type of booty dance. Now please tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like there's always been some type of weird sexual undertone to SpongeBob. And I'm not trying to be weird, you guys. Those of us that know, like, I feel like we know, like, help me out here. That's another reason why we really shouldn't be bothered about what the hell Ice Spice is wearing to SpongeBob premiere. Nickelodeon picked Ice Spice because Ice Spice is actually popular amongst young children. They're the same kids that were out here singing You Think I'm Feeling You. Like, make it make sense. They know Ice Spice. I don't want you to think that I think the sexual undertone to SpongeBob is a good thing, because it's absolutely not. But yeah.
Like, do we not remember this? Like, genuinely, do we not remember this scene in that one SpongeBob movie? Like, I feel like y'all are just complain at this point, because for years and years on end, they have put adult jokes inside of children's movies for years. They've done this for years. There are literally YouTube compilations talking about the adult jokes or the adult like scenes in children's movies that children obviously are not going to get because they're innocent. Put into the film so that way parents can laugh at the movie as well, because kids are not going to get that. If your kid does understand that, that talks about more about how you're parenting and how you're not controlling what your kid watches.
Now we already know that many kids show from the past, cartoons from Disney, have always had some type of little bit of innuendos and inside jokes to keep the parents entertained. Now we already know without it saying that we gotta be paying attention to what our kids are watching most. But the point remains. Not only did a company like Paramount and Nickelodeon had hire Ice Spice to be a voice actor in a film that is riddled with sexual innuendos. At the end of the day, what people pay attention to most is what their eyes can see. And in this case, what their eyes can see is that Ice Spice deliberately chose a white dress revealing and see-through, where her lingerie was readily exposed. Now it's our jobs as parents to have discernment. And so it's on Ice Spice, an adult herself, instead of ratcheting it up to over-sexualization of a movie already filled with a bunch of sexual innuendo. She could have gone out of her way and picked something much more appropriate than falling back on her sexuality and having herself exposed.
My favorite color, I feel like I'm giving like Spongebob Patrick right now. Those are my favorite colors right now. Today, these are my favorite colors.
That's all I got for you, you polite savages. Like and subscribe. Hit us up on all social media networks.
We found true happiness